In this game, I will be asking a popular YouTuber about 5 different Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Each round, the guests will have 5 questions about the round's chosen card. Each answer is worth a point until the final round where they must guess that card's price. The better the answer, the more points the guest receives. Can your favorite YouTuber win the ultimate prize? You will just have to watch to find out. Welcome back to Guess That Price. Whoa, it's back. It's been a year. It's crazy. Well, I had a special request from a special guest who said, I think that you should bring it back. I want to be on the series. Joshua Smith, how you doing?
Hello, how are you? Doing good?
That's it. That's all you got. You revived these series a year later and you're just good. That's it.
I was just wondering where it was, so I messaged you and I was like, you know what? If you wanted to ever do it again, you know, I'd be down. So.
And look, if you ever want a 1-year dead series to be revived and you ask me, I mean, I'm gonna bring it back. So that's what we're doing today. Guess That Price. This is season 2. So we're on the 2nd season. We're doing the different format. We're gonna have a few questions about the cards before we get to the price. And there are 4 lifelines in each different category. So keep that in mind. You're gonna get 1 lifeline for the year and the set question, 1 lifeline for the rarity of original printing, 1 lifeline for the number of printings, and 1 lifeline for the price. 1 per question. So you have 5 different cards. You're gonna have 4 different lifelines. So make sure you use those as we go throughout the questions. Are you ready to get started?
I am ready. I'm looking forward to it. I think my set name knowledge is not very on point. But if you ever pick any meta relevant cards, I'm feeling pretty confident about like year and rarity. So. Yeah.
Oh, I got some good ones for you. I got some good ones for you. Okay, so the max amount of points is 40 points, but really it's like 35 unless you get like the correct price exactly 5 times. So really, like, you're looking at 35. Anything over that is just like absolutely ridiculous. Like, you got everything plus more. So that's like an extra credit. Let's get started on. Do you ever just feel a little bit richer? Oh, you don't right now? You're not feeling rich. Well, I can help you with that right now when you click my link and get $15 free on the Whatnot app. Simply click the link down below. You're gonna get $15 free credit to use anywhere on Whatnot. And oh, did I mention I have 2 amazing shows coming up this week? Thursday, 4 p.m. Central, we're opening not just a first edition Pharaoh Servant 36-pack box, but a first edition Pharaoh Servant 24-pack box. Yeah, 60 packs of vintage Pharaoh Servant. That's gonna be amazing, but how could I possibly top that? Oh, maybe with the most hyped Pokemon set of all time, Prismatic Evolutions, which we will be opening on Friday at 4 p.m. Central. And yes, that $15 free credit does apply. And if you're a new buyer to the channel, I will be giving you a free Bonanza pack up until we run both of those shows. So after that, doesn't apply. So you got to do it up until the show or during the show. New buyers will get a free bonus pack with whatever they buy. Oh, did I put up our famous $15 bundles again? You're just gonna have to go check out Whatnot to find out. So make sure to check out the 2 shows, Thursday and Friday, 4 p.m. Central. Get your $15 free credit by clicking the link down below, and I will see you guys there. Thanks again to Whatnot for sponsoring this video. The first card that we're gonna, okay, let's just say the first question, actually. The first question is gonna be the year and the set. So you can get up to 2 points here. If you get the year and the set, you're gonna get 2 points total. The first card, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Is Miracle Fusion. Year and set of original printing. So the first time it was ever printed, what year was that, and what was the set it was in?
Okay, I'm relieved because I know the set. The set is Cybernetic Revolution.
Okay. Do you know the year though?
The thing that helped me right now is the entire debate of whether Cyber Dragon is in gold format or not, because that's also Cybernetic Revolution, and I'm pretty sure that should be towards the end of 2005. It could be very early 2006, but I think it's 2005.
Is that like I think like I'm gonna think more, or that's your answer?
I hate when you do that. You do it every time. No, I'm locking it in. It's 2005.
Okay, so you're saying 2005 Cybernetic Revolution for Miracle Fusion.
Yeah. Do you need the rarity, or is that the next question?
Oh, that is the next question. We will get to that.
I'll hold it then. Okay.
You are correct on both counts. Well done. Nice deduction. You're like, GOAT format, April 2005. Right after that, yeah, it is later 2005. I think it might be August or July, something like that. But no, I think it's August. So yeah, later in 2005, you nailed it. You already have 2 points on the first question. I mean, you cannot start better than that. Now you have to figure out what the rarity is. So you might know. I feel like you might know this one.
I do know, and I will say, or if you've picked more retro cards like this, I think I'm pretty good with those set names as well. I think somewhere around 2011 or 2012 is where I'm gonna
You
stop
fell off?
knowing all the set
That's-
names. Because
Okay.
I feel like that's where I stopped opening a lot of boosters. Like as a
Okay,
kid, I would
gotcha.
open all the sets, right? But at some point, I ended up just playing, right? I ended up just like getting the card somewhere else, and I didn't
Yeah.
really care that much about like the set name or how the booster looked or something like that. But for the early ones, I got that. So like for Miracle Fusion was a rare and ultimate rare.
Rare and ultra. You're going for both. You're like, I don't need. If this is 1 point, by the way, but you're like, I'll just give both. I mean, I give me bonus for that. Well, there's no suspense on this one. You got it correct. I guess for the future, if you don't know, just say like one. But since you knew both of them, because like, if you were wrong on one, I don't even know how I guess I would make you
But
answer
either
one,
would have
but-
been correct. Is
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying.
So, but
Okay,
right
okay.
now you are correct. Like if you had said like rare and super rare or something, I'd be like, you need to pick one.
That would have
or
been a weird answer, but okay.
yeah, but you got them both. Yeah, you know how this
Nice.
works. So that's 3 points already. You're killing. Miracle Fusion was a bad choice, but luckily my
We
good
just started.
choices. My good choices are later, so I'll get trip you up eventually. All right, now we're going to the multiple choice portion. This is the number of printings. This is a hard one.
This one is hard.
The number of total printings in Miracle Fusion. I'm gonna give you the 4 options.
Oh, there's options. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's multiple choice because otherwise, I mean, if you guess this, it'd
See,
be really
it's
hard.
been a while since I've watched one of these, so I forgot about that. I
Well,
thought this
it
was
has
going to
been
be
a
way
year
harder.
since they came out, so it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. Okay, A, 4, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 14.
So I know there is rare ulti. Does that count as 2?
There are 2 different prints, yeah.
I know there's a very nice super rare from Dark Revelation 3 or 4. I don't know which one. And I also am almost 90% sure that the card is in Speed Duel, which would give it 1 or 2 prints. So I'm pretty sure it's more than 4.
Okay. You need to keep doing this, but none of these answers are right. So
Wait, what?
Yeah, you keep thinking. I'm gonna have to give you some new options because I'm looking it up right now, and
Wait, all of what I just said was not correct.
all the options you have are not correct. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Great.
change them all to different
Wait,
answers, so you won't know. But so I get it correct. Okay, you keep
Oh, so
thinking, and then I'll give you
the
the
correct
answers.
answer wasn't there? All right.
No,
cool.
it was not there.
All right, it's rigged from the start.
Yep.
Well,
I messed
I'll
that
just
up.
keep thinking while you make up 3 other numbers. I
Okay,
suppose.
wait. I got it. I've got the correct answer now. Let me double check. There's no doubles on here. Okay. All right. I have 4 new answers for you. They're basically the same, but slightly different. One of them is correct. A, 5.
Yeah.
B, 6. D, 10. Or C, 10. Or D, 13.
Okay, so you were like 1 or 2 off, I suppose.
Yeah. Just got to make sure that we have that right.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it wasn't 4, because if I can think of, like, off the top of my head, if I can think of like 4 or 5 prints, it's probably more than that. Because Miracle Fusion is one of those cards that would definitely have a couple of legendary collection prints. Whether that's like a ultra rare or secret rare, I'm sure that's out there. So that, like, yeah, and I think there's like 2 speed duel ones. I think it's one of those that has a common and a secret rare in speed duels. So that's like minimum 6 or 7, which is 6 is an answer, right?
Yeah, 6 is B. This is 5, 6, 10, and 13 are your options.
I think it's more than 6 though. I'm thinking it's at least 7, which would mean it would have to be 10 though. But it's a
Right.
hero card. Those get printed like crazy.
That's true.
Surely there's like legendary hero decks or something, common version. I don't know. I can only think of like 6 or 7 that I think definitely exist.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm not gonna go for like 13. But I'm gonna go 10. But it's an
You
estimate.
do have a lifeline to eliminate 2 options if you would like.
Yes, but I'm pretty happy that I can think of like 5 or 6 prints of the card. So I think I'm gonna be worse off at some point.
So you're saying you don't want to use the lifeline, is what you're telling me.
Yes, I'm telling you
Okay,
that.
locking in at 10.
Yeah, I'll say 10.
All right. You are correct. You got it again.
Nice.
10. I don't know how. For some reason, I didn't even have anything close to 10. I had like 8 and 12 or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with that.
What were the prints you missed? Or like
Okay,
what
let me
happened?
just tell you the prints. So it's Dual
Yeah.
Power, Legendary Duelist Season 3 as a common, Legendary Collection 2, you were right about that one. Ultra. Surprisingly, you mentioned a secret. They don't have a secret. It's kind of weird.
Oh, there's no secret rare.
Not a secret printing. There's a bunch of commons. Speed Duel GX Midterm Destruction common. Structure Deck Hero Strike common. Raw Yellow Mega Pack Ultra. Legendary Duelist Magical Hero common. Cybernetic Revolution rare. Oh, wait. Maybe I was right. Maybe there was ulti that wasn't on here. I don't know. Your 10's good enough. I think it's actually 11 because I think they left the ulti off for some reason. Okay, Turbo Pack, a Booster 5 common, and then Dark Revelation 4 super rare. So those are the 10 that are on here. For some reason, the ulti's not on here.
See, if the 10 would have been an 11, I still would have picked that one because it was the next biggest one from this. If you had included 10 and 11, that would have been me.
No, there is a secret rare, Speed Duel GX. That one didn't come up either. So 12, I did have it right before. I messed myself up, but you still would have gotten it. So we're going to give that to you. These printing ones, try to search on TCGPlayer is crazy because they don't put all the things up half the time. Okay, well, you're right. You're close enough. All right, we'll give you a point for that. It's only a 1-point question. It should probably be more than that. Okay, now we're on to the real important part, the guess stat price, okay?
Yeah.
So just for you, because the last time you were upset with me, you're like, these are different on Card Market. I went to Card Market. I went to Card Market for you. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure we got his home turf. He's gonna be playing at home. Here's the thing about Card Market though. There's 100 languages on there, and it's really confusing. Yeah. I figured out how to filter. I got to European English, I guess, or English. It just says English. First edition, near mint, because there is a mint option on Card Market too. But there's hardly any prints for like older stuff.
They don't really use that.
Yeah, so I used near mint because like mint was like 1 copy or 0. So it's gonna be European, English price, off Card Market, near mint. And you asked earlier about this. If you're within 10%, you get 3 points. If you're within 20%, you get 2 points. 30% 1 point, and if you nail it, you get 4 points.
And that's the ultimate rare, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I haven't actually asked you that yet, but yes, I am talking about the ultimate rare first edition from Cybernetic Revolution. So if you can get 1 to 4 points here, or 0 if you completely miss it.
See, I have that card, but I have a German one, and I don't know exactly when I picked up how much it was.
I had to filter through like 20 different cards to get to the English one.
Yeah, there's also a significant price difference depending on which language you pick. So like English tends to be, I think, the most expensive one because it just has the biggest market.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure that for first edition near mint, it'd be a very, very expensive card, both because it's a hero card and because it's a very good card as well, like in Edison format specifically, which is the most popular retro format. So I'm definitely certain we're looking at like 150 plus, but it might even be a decent chunk more than that. Like I could easily see this being 200 or more.
And your lifeline is lower or higher, so you can pick a number. I'll tell you if it's above or below.
I think on this one, I do have a rough idea. I might still be off because I think the chances are I'm gonna underestimate it. Because when I look at cards for my own purposes, I also include like excellent or worse conditions, because when I play with them, I don't care that much. I'm not collecting. I just like nice cards.
Yeah, if you play with it, it's almost worse to have near mint, because then you feel like self-conscious when you're like shuffling it up.
That, and you're spending way more for something that you're just probably gonna end up like
it does the same thing anyway, right? Yeah. So
as long as it's not like creased or something like that, I don't actually mind. Like, so when I pick up like retro cards that are nice, then I'll just like shoot for like an excellent or something because they're significantly less. But yeah, I think for this one, I'm not going to use a lifeline because I'm pretty sure there's going to be other things that I have much worse of an idea. I'm just going to hit you with a flat 200.
200 euro.
Yeah.
200. That you want to say 200? That's what you're looking at?
Yes.
I'm just making sure. I'm just.
Yeah. I know you are making sure. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I want to double, triple check. You want to put 200 in?
Even if you did make me unsure right now, I wouldn't know which way to correct.
Okay, so we're locking in 200 then, huh?
Yeah, let's lock it in.
Okay. Joshua, you were doing so good in the first round. You had every possible point. Until now. It is 320 euro.
Oh my! told you it was definitely possible. I was undervaluing it.
Yeah,
God, that's so expensive.
That's a very expensive. I bet if you went down to excellent, you probably would have been right around the right answer. But
I'm pretty sure for like German excellent, I paid closer to 2 digits for that.
So okay, so it was like 80, 90, something like that.
It's something around that. So
Yeah.
I added a bunch on top for like English and near mint, but
Yeah.
not enough apparently. Yeah.
Not quite enough. So unfortunately, 30% would have been outside, would have been 224. So you get 0 on this one, which is brutal. So 0 points. But that's okay because you got 4 on the first 3 questions. So you're doing okay. 4 points is what you're sitting at. Now let's go to the next question, okay? Maybe you'll do better on this one. All right, this one you may have seen some posts about this recently. We'll see how closely you were paying attention.
Recently?
To the card. Yeah, recently-ish. Okay.
Okay.
Question number 2. The card we are looking at is Little D.
Oh, come on. What?
Little D. All right. Do you know the year and the set of the original printing for Little D?
No, obviously not. I mean,
I told you it was going to get weird.
Oh God. I mean, no, I have no idea what the set is. I know there's.
This might be one of the hardest questions. Like the set of Little D is really tough.
I think it's a tournament pack, but I'm just gonna have to throw a number out there. But like I think it's a tournament pack, but I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure. The year, there's a couple of vanillas that for the TCG were released like surprisingly late, but I don't think Little D is one of them. I think Little D is an OG.
Just think about Little D. It might give you a hint.
Was that? What
Oh, by the way, you have a lifeline here, and this could really help.
Okay, how does the lifeline work for this one? Because I have no idea.
You have one word from the original set, so that could actually help you.
Just a word?
Yeah, one word from the set name.
Yeah, no, I'll use that one here because I have no idea.
Okay, I got to figure out which word to give you.
If you hit me with an off right now.
No, there's a couple words. Pretty much any word I give you here, I think will help.
Okay.
Well, actually, there's one that won't. So I'm not going to say that one just because it would be just mean. Because this is hard enough anyway. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you one that I think is in the middle and it'll help, but is not going to give it away, or could not give it away. It depends on what you know about it. The word is world.
World.
WORLD. World is the word.
Oh, I think I know what that means.
Okay.
Or I guess I'm just hoping that that's what it means. I think that the only set that I can think of right now that would make sense is like Legendary Collection Yugioh's World. I think
you got to do release date and you got to do set name here.
Okay, that is not as early as I thought, because I'm pretty sure Legendary Collection Yugioh's World would be. It's not early 2000s. What year is Legendary Collection Yugioh's World? If that's even correct, I don't know.
Don't waste your lifeline. You got to get this one.
Or what? Or what?
Or what? Or this series is canceled.
It's been canceled. Legendary Collection Yugioh's World 2000, and what else is in Yugioh's World is what I'm wondering. If I can think of one other like actual card that people actually know, I'll be able to think.
There's so many things I could say right now, but I can't.
When I'm thinking of cards from Legendary Collection Yugioh's World, I'm thinking they have the new printing technique, like the new art style of the newer art style of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Okay.
So it would be around. I'm gonna say 2012.
2012. Okay, so you're saying 2012 Legendary Collection Yugioh's World.
Yeah.
You don't sound very certain about this.
I am not very certain about this, but I can't think of another, unless it could be something with World Championship in the name. But that I no. Just tell me I'm wrong. Let's get it over with.
All right, you're locking this in?
Yeah.
All right, Josh. Look. I gave you the hint. And unfortunately, you went the wrong direction. But fortunately, you guessed the right year, 2012. So
what?
You were one Legendary Collection away. Legendary Collection Joey's World.
Joey's World? Joey has a little D. God.
I mean, Joe, you should have known. But luckily for you, you were in the right era, so you do get 1 point out of that. So you didn't completely waste the lifeline. It did steer you to the correct year. That's a tough one. I mean, Little D, I mean, nobody knows what
I mean, at the end of the day, that was always going to be a 50-50 if I think of the legendary collections, because there's just those two, right?
Well, there's a bunch. There's Kaiba, GX, there's the original.
Yeah,
one.
but do they have, is there a Kaiba, is it called Kaiba's World?
No, it's just called Kaiba. But yeah, in terms of
because you said World, so I knew it was one of those two.
Well, World Championship also has packs, so technically it could have been in that too, but...
Yeah. So Little D is one of the ones that was printed surprisingly late.
Yeah, 2012. I mean, it took a long time.
I'm pretty sure that's existed in the OCG since forever, but for some reason they just decided to bring these over like way later. There's more of these.
I'm pretty sure that was like an OG card back. So it probably took them 15 years to print that.
Man, that's mean.
It is mean. It's
Why would you do that
against Little D? They got to stop doing that. Now the question...
I mean you picking it.
Hey, but here's the thing. These get easier, okay? The next question's the rarity of the original printing. I think you can guess this one.
Common.
Okay, 1 point. So there you go. So you're like, one part's hard, one part's easy. So we don't need to spend too much time on the rarity. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go to the number of original prints, which I do have the correct answer on this one. I didn't get too complicated. Here are your options. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I am going to make an educated guess here because I do not know for sure, but I think the one that what you're referring to with I've heard of it recently is I think this card got bought out for some reason. I don't remember. Maybe the reason is just funny name, but I think like that makes me think it only has one print, and I don't see a reason for them to reprint it either.
Hey,
so I'm just gonna say one.
So if you want to like confirm or anything,
I know I have lifelines. I want to say one though.
Okay, you want to say one, or you are saying one?
I am saying one.
Okay. Yes, and that is the news I was talking about. It did get bought out. It only has one print, and it's that Joey's World Common. So
yeah,
you nailed that one. So another point. See, like I told you, it gets easier. It gets easier from there.
See, that's why I was so intrigued by this season of Guess That Price, because it's not that much about the price.
Yeah, it's only partially about the price, though you can get the most points out of the price question. So it's still heavily about the price. And the question is, do you know the price of Little D? Oh, by the way, card market prices, okay?
Yeah, see, that's where it's weird because the
buyout was on TCGPlayer, so
yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to This makes it even harder because I don't know if you would tell me or not, but I think the price I remember seeing in one of the Twitter posts, I think it was like House of Champs or something, like someone else posting a picture of, oh my god, Little D got bought out, had something like crazy for a common like that, like $20 or something on it. I don't know if you can confirm or deny or anything.
It was something like that. It was pretty expensive for a common. I can't remember what the exact price was.
Nothing completely ridiculous, but for a common Little D, it's still crazy. The thing is, I don't know if the Europeans really vibed with that kind of buyout like that. Like, I'm sure it's not cheap for us, but I don't think I'm gonna say $20. I could see it being like anywhere between, I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick a number between 5 and 15. Yeah, I think that's the range I'm willing to go in. I'm not going to go use a lifeline on this one. And I'm just going to go ahead and say...
You don't want to use the lifeline on this.
I don't want to. No.
I don't even know how it would help on this.
No, like, because if I say over under 10 or something, and you tell me over, I'd be completely lost.
Yeah.
What's the margin? 30%?
Yeah, 30% gets you 1 point, 22, 10, 3, and then exactly is 4. So I mean, if you think this is like a lower price comparatively, you might have a better chance to nail it.
I think I'll hit you with that's the lowest near mint copy.
Lowest near
English.
Mint. English on card market.
I'll say 8.
€8.
8.
You're locking in 8 on the Little D.
Yeah.
$8. You're not using your lifeline or anything. You're just going straight for $8.
8.
All right. The Little D strikes again. This was a really interesting one to me because I knew there was the buyout on TCGPlayer, and I'm like, okay, we're stupid. We're just buying this card out because we're idiots. The Europeans don't do that. I mean, this card's gonna be $4.
No.
$15 in Europe, or euro, I guess. European dollars, whatever you want to call them. 15. So it's not like we're the crazy ones. Like everybody has this is extremely expensive. I don't know why.
Man, I thought we were better than that.
Yeah, don't blame me. Look, you could blame the stupid Americans.
I
it's
think
not our fault this time.
That was the upper end of my range. I did say between 5 and
You
15
did say
is
5
what
and 15. I was
say.
like, oh, if he goes all the way up there, he can do it.
I just like the thing is, I do this sometimes where I'll hear about a buyout of a certain card and I'll go check card market, and usually it'll not be as crazy as in the US.
Like, I feel like that is mostly the case. That's why I was like shocked, because it wasn't just 150. It was like 4 or 5 cards at $15, like or 15 euro or whatever, like at the lowest. And I was just sitting there going, they have an expensive common too. I just don't get this. It's so weird. 0 points. Little D strikes again.
Oh, man.
Guess that price. Okay. It's only 2 questions. You got 3 left. You got a long way to go. And I think you did say you like the meta cards. We might have one coming up for you. Okay.
Yeah, you should make a series. Guess that set.
Guess that set.
I'd be part of it. Guess that year, even better.
Guess that year, you'd be insane right now. Okay.
I'd take part in that.
Number 3. Called by the Grave. Year and set of original print. This is a meta card. I mean, this card is used. Yes. So do you know this card?
I know this card. Yeah, we've met before.
You've met a few times.
So I know a lot of things about this card, like rarity and all kinds of things. I am struggling to think of. I also know the year. I'm just struggling to think of the set name, because this card is 2018, and the set. If I right now, I couldn't even tell you a single set name from 2018.
It's because 2018 has the most boring sets of all time in terms of names, so in artwork and stuff.
So I know it's a main set. Like it was a core booster set. So it's not like Dark Saviors or anything, which is the one. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the one that had Sky Strikers in it. Which, Called by the Grave. What's that name? I don't have a lifeline anymore.
You don't have a lifeline. You don't have a lifeline. Let me just say, there are a couple other pretty big cards in this set. Okay, so mini hint for you.
Yeah, maybe if I could remember what other card was in there. There is... What's 2018's meta decks? There's Sky Striker. There is Thunder Dragon, which was in Soul Fusion. It could be Soul Fusion. I also think Soul Fusion is towards the end of the year, and I think Called by the Grave was already out in like middle of the year, because I know I played it at German Nationals in Sky Strikers. And
if only I was doing like the month in the year, and you could like just replace that, you'd be good to go.
Month and year?
Yeah, if I was doing that, and then you could have a bonus right here.
I mean, I could try. I'd guess like April or May. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up while you're thinking.
It's not Soul Fusion, because I'm pretty sure Soul Fusion has Colossus, and we didn't have Colossus by National. There was no like.
You got the whole year mapped out, but you don't know the name of the sets. That's the problem.
I told you, I don't open. Like I have no idea what the packaging looks like, or any like I don't know. I only play. Like I'll look at like set lists and what all the cards do. I've got no like idea of.
Oh man, you're forgetting some stuff. You're forgetting some stuff.
2018. Sky Striker, Goki, Altergeist, which has something with a C.
I'm gonna give you another hint. You are right on with the month, by the way, if that helps.
It doesn't.
if you could think of what was going on, what set you were opening.
All right. Soul Fusion, Circuit Break is also 2018, because that is Altergeist. Maximum Crisis. Is it Maximum Crisis?
I don't know. I'm not the one guessing.
No, it's not. No. Maximum Crisis is 2017. That's Ash Blossom. That we had that. Circuit Break. I don't know.
Circuit Break. You're locking it in. 2018.
It's not Circuit Break, but I can't think of the other set.
Okay, so 2018 is your year. 2018
is the year. Yeah, but it's not Circuit Break.
And you are correct on the year.
Yeah.
For the set, you didn't even say one of the sets, like before or after. You didn't say any of the sets. So the set before,
I don't know the names.
The set before is Extreme Force, which had like the little Link guy, the green guy on it, whatever his name is. The set after is Cybernetic Horizon. And then this set was Flames of Destruction.
Blood?
Which has like the nightmare stuff and stuff like that originally.
Yeah. Okay, if you say so.
You're like, yeah, I don't remember that. Okay, all right. All right, 1 point. Okay, yes,
even if you tell me the name, the thing that I have the most connection to is the set, the abbreviation code.
Yeah, the Flood.
That's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of this. I have no idea what it looks like, what the cover card is. Because that's not what I'm looking at when I have the card in my hand and play with it. Like I'll see like the thing.
Yeah, so Exfo, Saiho, Flood, all those different ones.
No, those mean something to me. Those I recognize. But
okay, next time I'm going to ask you for the abbreviation. All right.
Okay.
All right. Do you know the rarity of the original print?
Common.
Okay. Yep, you're correct. I'm not going to spend any time on that. So you got that. All right. Now for number of printings. I'm going to double check this before I put it out. So you could start brainstorming here real quick. But
so I mean, I know the answer, but we're counting rarity collection as like 7 printings, right?
Yes, every single different rarity.
Okay. All right. So we got 7 plus initial printing already.
Okay. So here I got the options. I'll give them to you.
Mm-hmm.
A10, B13, C17, or D22.
God damn. Okay. So I know original common. I know it has a super rare printing. I think it's an OTS super. I think it has a secret rare, or it had a secret rare before rarity collection plus rarity collection, which is 7 more, which would be 10 minimum that I can think of right off the bat.
Luckily, the lowest answer is 10, so you are in the game.
That is not luckily. Luckily, the lowest answer would have been 5, so I could have...
it's unluckily the lowest answer is 10.
So, okay, I guess that means if I can think of 1 more, then we'll eliminate 10. It must have been reprinted more than that. There must have been, like... The card has been so popular, it must have appeared in, like, another common reprint or something, like some structure deck or whatever must have had it. But I can't think of many other printings. I mean, it must have been in Mega Pack for 2019.
Funny you say that.
I mean, everything is in Mega Packs, right?
Pretty much.
I don't think it has the outrageous amount of prints that you're referring to.
Okay. So you're saying not 22?
I don't think it's 22. Unless I'm missing something ridiculous. Like, I remember I saw one of your episodes where it was like, it had one of those Duelist League prints with like different name colors. That's mean, dude.
Yeah, that one makes it tough.
I don't think Vault Buy has that. So what was it? It was 10, 13...
17, 22.
17, 22. I think I'm going to go either 13 or 17.
Still have a lifeline, by the way. There's only 3 of these left, so...
What's the lifeline for this one?
You cut 2 answers off, so there'll be 2
left.
left.
I cut 2 answers. You're going to cut 10 and 22. So, like, I'm not gonna do that.
Who knows?
I can think of 10.
Okay.
Rarity collection is 7, just for fairness sake, right? Just so because
it's 7.
It's 7, right? Okay.
It's only 6 if you already had a QCR, so then in that case you would have 7 anyway because it already had the QCR.
Yes. Which I don't know if it did have a QCR beforehand, but...
Yeah, it won't change it. You'll have 7 either way.
Yeah. So I can think of 10 at the very minimum, and I'm thinking I'm forgetting some. So I think I have to... I'm guessing whether I'm forgetting 3 or I'm forgetting 7. Or 12, I guess.
Or 12. You could be missing 12 different ones. Could be twice as
many.
many.
I know one structure it's appeared in, so I know it's not 10. I know it's in the Albaz structure deck. SDAZ, if you're wondering.
Yep. SDAZ, the short.
That makes it at least 13, but could be 17. I'm gonna say 17.
You're not using your lifeline.
I'm not using my lifeline.
So you know 11. You're telling me you think you're missing 6.
I think it's the kind of card that would have a bunch of structure deck prints. That's why I'm saying I'm forgetting more than 2.
All right,
because I wouldn't know how many times it would have come in common.
Right. So you're locking that in.
Yes.
For sure.
Stop doing that.
I just want to make sure.
You keep doing that if I'm like way off, but if I'm right, just don't do it. So I know.
So you're sure?
I actually have to change. Yes.
Okay. You said to keep doing it if you were way off. You're not way off, but you are off. It is B13. Yeah, you basically had all of them. You were only missing 2, I think.
Yeah.
I think Maximum Gold you didn't say,
that doesn't count.
And Dual Devastator. I think are the 2 you didn't mention.
Yeah. That's
so
fair. Yeah. No, I was thinking. I even thought of the structure deck that it was in.
Yeah, Albaz, you're right. Yeah.
But I figured it was such a it would have been an obvious
weirdly, that's
card.
the only structure deck print for it.
Yeah. No, that surprises me because I think I knew it had an ultra rare print before Rarity Collection, which is the Dual Devastators one. I just didn't know which one that was.
Yeah. For being 7 years old, you'd think by now they would have thrown in a bunch of structure decks, but I haven't done that yet.
Well, that's all right. Educated guess.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you were very close. I mean, you actually were closer to that answer, but because you're just trying to think of the one you're missing, you like overshot it. But you were actually really close.
I second guessed myself.
You knew 12 out of 13, basically. So
yeah.
Okay, but you can make up for a lot of this right here with the price. So far, you have 0 points on price, which is not great for Guess That Price. But European print, Quarter Century Secret Rare from Rarity Collection 1. This is still card market prices, English first edition near mint.
The QCRs from Rarity Collection, especially the playable ones, this is my weak spot. Which, I mean, I guess the price in general is my weak spot, but I don't particularly care for quarter centuries myself. Like, I'm a big fan of the Rarity Collections, but like my staples I have in Secret Rare.
Yeah.
So I don't know that much about the QCRs.
What is your, I just want to hear about this. Like, what do you think about QCRs that you don't like?
They do look cool, but if you have like your entire staple lineup, like QCR, it's a little too much for me.
Yeah, a little too shiny.
It's a little too shiny,
and it can be hard to like read the cards sometimes.
Sometimes it's like you go through your deck and you're just like blinded.
Yeah.
But it's also I really like I'm the type of guy who likes to have everything in like the same rarity between cards, and so whenever a new staple card comes out, it'll be a secret rare.
Yeah.
So I like to have my existing staples as secret rares too. Like when a new Mole Charmy drops, it's going to be a secret rare, so it's going to go right into my existing secret rare hand traps.
Yeah. All right, makes sense. Makes sense.
All that just to say, I don't know that much about QCRs, but I do know the Rarity Collection ones, like the playable ones. They can be relatively expensive. They don't go crazy, like 100 plus or something. I think is out of the question for most Rarity Collection QCRs. This one, because it's also just limited, I'm probably gonna go. My initial range that I'm thinking is like 20 to 40.
Okay.
For a QCR Halt by the Grave.
Still have your lifeline if you want to use it.
Thank you for letting me know.
I'm just reminding you.
Give me, okay, you know what? I'll use it, and then if I need it next time, I'll be mad at you.
Well, if you're gonna be mad at me, you probably shouldn't use it then. You should probably save it.
No, okay, now we're okay. All right, good. I'll save it then. I'll save it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, I mean, how confident you feel about that range?
Pretty confident. The problem is, even then, the 10 or 30% is like strict enough to I could still be completely off. I was right about my range with the with the last one, 5 to 15.
You were actually right on the money last time.
Didn't help me much, did it?
Will you be right on the money this time is the question.
23.
$23. You're locking that one in?
24.
You're going on the low end of your range, $24.
Because it's a one of.
It's a one of. Okay, 24. I'm saying dollars. Keep in mind. Do you call euro dollar? What do you call that? Just euro?
Euros.
So you don't say dollars. Yeah. So I keep saying that.
I would say 23 euros.
So it's going to be edited in every time someone's going to go euros over when I say dollars. Okay.
No, I get you. It's fine.
Okay. 24 euro is the locked in answer. And I'm really glad you moved that 1 euro because this is 30 euro, which puts you 20% away instead of 30%. So you get 2 points for that.
Hey, we get points. It's 30?
30.
That's exactly the middle of my range.
I was hoping you would just go in the middle because you had that range. I was like, if he just goes 30, it's amazing. But the moving the 1 euro actually made a big difference because you went from 1 point to 2 points.
Sick.
So you're now
not my weak spot apparently. I declare not my weak spot anymore. QCRs.
All right, so we're on to number 4 out of 5. So you're about 60% of the way through. You've got 11 points. The next card is Dragon Knight Draco Equiste.
Oh God. Okay. That's the fusion monster, just so we're...
I could send you I can't send you a picture of it, but yes.
Yeah, no, you can't send me... I know you can't send me the picture of the card, but it's that fusion monster that's a super poly target. Okay.
It is a fusion, I'll say that.
All right. Well, the good news is I know the rarity, and I know a range of the years. And the thing is, I will know the name of this set if I could narrow down the year. Here's the thing. I know this card is an ultimate rare, and I know it has the new style of ultimate rare border, the one where the borders are also silver, like hollow.
That gives you a little info.
It has to be 2000 and... When did that... It either changed 2009 or 10. So 2009 Black Rose Dragon Ultimate Rare does not have that border. Black Rose.
Black Rose Dragon came out in 2009, huh?
Did it not?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Crossroad of whatever?
Crossroads of whatever. Good thing I didn't ask Black Rose. You'd be in trouble.
No, I wouldn't be. I'd be fine.
Crossroads of whatever.
I think it's after 2010 that they changed it, because I'm pretty sure like the ulties from 2009 and early 2010 still have the old
Why do you say early 2010?
Because it may have changed during 2010. That's why.
Okay, so in that case, it could have been 2010.
It could be late 2010.
It could have been, if you're right about that.
Because I do think I know the set.
Okay, what's the set?
I think it's Duelist Revolution.
Okay, when did that come out?
Which is Pot of Duality, I think, right?
Yes,
Effect Veiler.
Yep, that's in there. Yep.
I think it's that set.
Those cards are in Duelist Revolution.
Duelist Revolution 2010. It's definitely not in Edison, but Edison is March. And then it could be very late 2010.
Could be.
Isn't that even the cover card of the set?
It is the cover card of Duelist
Right,
Revolution.
Yeah. It's the green. It's a green booster with the thing on it. Yeah.
Yep. So you got the set.
I know it's that set. I know it's
you
Duelist
know that.
Revolution.
You just need to figure out when it came out.
I know it's Duelist Revolution. Pot of Duality. Thing is, I'm gonna say 2011, but it could very well be not like November of 2010. If it could be very late 2010. I'm unknowingly, but I'm gonna say 2011 because I think it's 2011.
Okay, so you're locking in 2011.
I'm locking in 2011. There's like there's a chance I'm slightly off, but I think it's 2011.
All right. Well, this has been a theme of this episode. Slightly off.
Really? Is it late 2010?
Duelist Revolution.
We got the set name.
You were right around it the whole time. You were like, it could be late 2010. I'm like, come on, pick it. But
is Black Rose Dragon not 2009?
2008. 2008, yeah. So you're
late 2008.
Yes, you're just 1 year off on that one. So you're 1 year off on your timeline in general.
You know what? You know what my problem is? My problem is I remember this stuff by like competitive play, and the majority of like Duelist Revolution competitive play is 2011, right?
Yeah,
like,
so
you think of 2010. I'm thinking 2010 format. It's not that format.
Yeah,
that's my issue. Because what month was it?
That's a good question. Let me look.
It's got to be late.
17th. So
really?
It's later. It's 8th month of the year. So
it's not as late as I thought, but still, yeah. No, like I remember like the YCSs I played in 2011. That was like Duelist Revolution stuff. But yeah, okay.
Okay, so you still got a point. Not too bad. But you know the set now. What is the rarity of the original printing?
Well, you told me earlier to play it safe. I'm pretty sure it's Ultra and Ulti, but I know it has an Ulti. It also has a Ghost, I think, but I'm just gonna say Ulti.
Yeah, it has Ultra, Ulti, and Ghost, so it's almost impossible to miss this one. There's 3 different ones. So you have nailed that one. So you now have 2 out of 3 points so far on this one. Now we have to go to the printings, and I'm going to double check again to make sure that I don't screw this up. Here are your options: A6, B7, C8, or D9.
That's mean.
Yeah, little mean.
Well, I know it's 3 from the original set already.
Yeah, that helps. 3 of them are at the very beginning.
It doesn't seem like the kind of card that would be reprinted a ton. I know there's a secret rare printing because I did look into it because it has been used in the last couple of years occasionally as a super polymerization target, because it's like, what is it, the synchro dragon or a synchro warrior plus a dragon or something like that. It was used as a super poly target to, like, I think you could fuse Baron the Fleur with it, which is a warrior synchro and a dragon, something like that. I've looked into it, so I know it has I'm pretty sure it has a secret rare, which would only make it 4. And there's only one more question after this, right?
One more, yep. So you have one more chance to use the lifeline if you don't use it here.
Yeah, I think I'm using it here just to narrow it down to a 50-50 because I have very little idea of. I know it's. Yeah.
Okay, so we're removing 2 of your options. Instead of 6, 7, 8, 9, we're gonna take out 6 and 8. So your options now are 7 or 9.
I can think of 3 or 4. How many prints would a Duelist League be?
4.
4 prints.
Yeah.
So that would put it to 8. I don't think it has one of those. I don't even know how those worked. I've never had one of those cards. I don't know where you got them. I don't know when they did those. I'll say 7, but it's a 50-50 for me. I'm just like, because I can't think of many prints. I think it has a secret rare and a super rare somewhere that I've seen. It may have a common in like one of those legendary hero decks or whatever. But that's only 6. So I'll say 7.
All right. You locking that in?
Yeah.
All right, you have guessed it correctly. It is nice. 7. So the prints are Duelist Pack, you say 3, 2010 Collector 10 promo, Ghost from the Past, Duelist Revolution 3 times, Legendary Collection 5Ds, and that's it.
Yep, all right.
So those are your 7. So you got a point on that one. 3 out of 4 points so far. That means you're up to 14, I think. So you're doing pretty good. Can you continue your streak here with the price?
I'm telling you right now.
So I'm going to be asking you about the Ghost Rare First Edition
Of
DREV
course
printing.
you would.
DREV,
Yeah.
as you would say, shortened abbreviation.
Yes.
This is also, same thing. European, it's Euro, it's card market, First Edition, year mint. So what do you think?
I think it's expensive. I don't think it's like the craziest Ghost Rare out there. Like, it's not going to be anywhere close to something like a Stardust Dragon or Black Rose Dragon, but I'm pretty sure it could still very well be. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would hit triple digits. But also I have a lifeline for this one as well, right?
You still have lower or higher left, which I'm really glad you didn't use last time when you were actually on the right track.
Yeah, true. My gut feeling for this one is triple digits. Like, my personal range would probably be 100 to 200 that I would guess.
Okay.
But just to double check,
yeah.
I am gonna use it here just to give me some confirmation. I'll give you a lower or higher on 200.
$200. That's your number.
Euros.
Not dollars, which it's been edited out, so I don't have to worry about it. Lower. It is lower than 200 euros.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to. I didn't want to be off by like the crazy amount. Okay, lower than 200. Still doesn't tell me exactly how much lower. I'm just gonna stick with my gut feeling that it does hit triple digits, but like lower end. Let's go with 110.
All right, 110 euro. You locking that in?
Yep.
Josh, it was a great run. You were killing the prices one time.
No, it wasn't.
And now we are back to how it started.
Come on, man.
This card is not expensive. Well, I mean, in theory, it's expensive for a piece of cardboard, but it's not that expensive.
Okay.
It's 52 euro.
52?
Yeah, it's one of those lower end ones that's not overly crazy. So, I mean, honestly, 52 seems really low for what it is. I mean,
that is not what I expected. Yeah, that is not what I expected.
This is consistent with like TCGPlayer and stuff like that. This card has never really gotten that crazy. As you saw, like, it doesn't have a lot of reprints. It has 4 total reprints. So, yeah, just unfortunately, no points on that one. So you're sitting at 14 points. You got to go crazy on this last one to get to 20. Okay.
All right, we'll go crazy with no lifelines. At least you can like you cannot try to talk me into a lifeline anymore because I don't have any.
Hey, I tried to talk you out of the lifeline last time.
Look, if there's a season 3, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my lifelines on the first question immediately.
Think about it.
Can't. Yeah.
Yep, that's probably pretty smart. Okay, let's go to number 5. Fifth card is the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Year and set of original printing.
The Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, huh?
Yep.
You know what? I really could have used some lifelines on this one.
So you probably shouldn't use them on the first question next time.
Or you just put the hard one first.
Yeah, I could do that. I did put Little D second. That's pretty tough.
So the good news is, I know this card.
Okay,
and
you know what the card is.
I do know. I'm pretty sure I know its initial rarity. So I think that's a point.
Okay.
I also know that it's related to that movie, the first, like the movie with the Sphinxes, I think.
Okay.
But I don't think it's in that. There's a movie pack. I think it's called Movie Pack 1 that has all the Sphinxes in it. I don't think that pack has the dragon in it.
Okay.
I think the dragon was like what you got when you went to the movies.
Interesting.
Would that be possible, or are we only talking booster packs?
You just tell me where you think it came out. This one, it kind of has a weird name, so it doesn't have to be
so
exact.
like if I'm telling you like you got it for going to the movies,
that could
like,
be an answer if you want to do that.
That would be okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's my answer then. I think it's I know it's, or like I'm pretty sure it's related to that movie.
Okay.
I don't think it was in the pack with the Sphinxes.
And what year did that movie come out?
4 or 5, I think.
I need 1 year. I need 1 year.
Yeah,
4 and 5 is 2
I know.
years.
I know. I only remember that movie pack because it was the first time I opened one of those packs that had all hollows in it, and as a kid I went crazy because I thought it was like an error pack that had all hollows. I felt like a king. Yeah, maybe it was in that pack. Was it in that pack? It was the 3 Sphinxes. It had Rare Metal Dragon. It had 2004, and you got it from the movie itself, like when you went to the theater.
Okay, that's your answer?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a tough one. This original pack came out in 2004. So you're right about that. And the set name is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie Promo Set.
Come on.
And this was what you got when you went to the movies.
Nice. Okay.
So you got them
sick.
both. So this
Good.
came in the pack with 4 different cards. Or, well, it was 1 card per pack, but you could get 4 different cards.
Let me. Okay, just a fun exercise. Let me try because I know
try to
there's.
guess
Okay, I can. No, I mean, the exercise is gonna end real quick because I only know that it's the Shining Dragon and it's the Pyramid of Light.
Okay, yeah, there's 2 other cards that come in here.
What are the other 2? I forgot.
One of them is the, okay, what is the name of this guy? The Sorcerer of Dark Magic, maybe? He's the effect version of Dark Magician. Is that his
I
name?
don't even remember. I don't remember that one. I mean,
he's, I think his name is the Sorcerer of Dark Magic, but it's a Dark Magician style card. And then there is the Wadapon.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, the Wadapon. Yeah. Okay.
And I can't give you too much other info because the next question is the rarity.
Yeah.
So you need to tell me the rarity now.
Super rare.
Yes, so it was the only super rare in here. The other ones were all common. So you are correct about that. I think it's Sorcerer of Dark Magic. Well, I'll pop it up on the screen. But yeah, so that was like kind of the other cool card, but it wasn't a super, it was just a common. So yes, you nailed those. You got 3 points already. This is a good start. You have 17 total points. Can you get to 20? That would be pretty impressive. Let's go to the multiple choice. No more lifelines. How many printings does this card have? A2, B4, C6, or D7?
Okay, I'm glad you didn't include 1 because I honestly would have considered that an option.
Okay.
I'm not going to get any more input on this, but I do think this card is not printed a whole lot, which also kind of leads me into the next question. I do think it's going to be rather expensive, but
You don't think this is a good card?
I mean, it's iconic, I suppose, even though I don't know
Not
how
playable?
iconic.
People aren't playing this?
No. No.
No.
I'm going to guess 2 or 4. I am struggling to even think of another print, even though I do somewhere in my head I feel like I've seen this card as a common before, but that could be wrong. Or like a secret rare printing somewhere maybe.
Oh man, this is good. People are gonna be screaming at you during this one.
Why would they scream at me?
I guess you'll find out very soon.
Okay, what? 2, 4, 6, 8.
That was a hint, by the way.
That may have been a hint. Yeah.
It's a little hint. Don't look too much into it.
See, I'm gonna look into it now. I feel like what you're hinting at. You know what this card actually could be? This card could have a Duelist League print. The way you just said that makes me think it may have.
Don't get too crazy over there.
What would that mean though? That would mean my answer would be 6.
That was more of what I was saying was more of a reference for the price question. Okay. So don't look into it to the print too much. Okay. I'm not trying to throw you off too bad here.
Man. If I say 2 or 4 now and it has a Duelist League printing, I'm gonna be so
okay,
mad.
how about this? No dual sleeve printing. I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay, I
Because
appreciate
I don't want you to think that and then guess 7, 6, and just because of that, you know.
Okay. I misinterpreted the hint then.
Yeah, I was a little bit. That was too much. That was confusing.
All right, so that I'm gonna say 2 or 4 then.
Okay.
Let me see if I have a coin or a dice somewhere.
All right, roll it. See what you can get.
All right, we're rolling a dice. Even, I'll say 2.
Okay.
Odd, I'll say 4. It's odd. I'm saying 4.
Okay, the dice roll. Actually,
I'm
what?
happy with that.
Are you changing your answer after you put your faith in the dice?
No, okay, I'll say 4.
You got to stick with your answer at that point. I mean,
okay, my bad.
You put it in fate's hands. And how did fate treat you is the question. The answer is 7. No, I'm just kidding. It's not 7.
That wasn't even on the board.
Okay, the answer is 4. So your die was correct. You were right. You almost tried to change it. That would have been crazy. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read you the prints. Maybe this will ring a bell a little bit. So
Yeah.
The funny part is you're like, I don't know, I can't think of more than one, but then you named a common, which there is a common in Duelist Pack Rivals of the Pharaoh. Then you said secret, and there's 2 secret printings. Legendary Collection Gaibo, which you mentioned earlier, and Retro Pack 2.
Ooh, right. No, that's the one I remember.
That's the one I was talking about. I was like, people are going to be like, how does he not remember the Retro Pack 2 print?
No, now that you say that, I do remember that one. I do remember that.
And now that you remember it, that is going to be what we ask for the price.
That's what I was afraid you were going to say next. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Retro Pack 2 Secret Rare printing, what do you think it's worth? You need to get 2 points to get 20 here.
2 points means 20%.
Yeah.
That's tough without a lifeline, because like when I do look into retro cards every once in a while, but I solely for the purpose of playing.
Right. So you don't
like,
look into this one ever?
Not really, no. Like I would, it's the kind of thing that I would scroll past if I'm looking at other retro pack cards, for example. Like I just picked up, I think, a retro pack 2, like it's not expensive, but like the secret rare green baboon, for example. I picked up recently. I think that's retro pack 2.
Yes, it is.
That's more like my thing for like the 2007 like baboon burn deck. I picked up that.
Well, someone summoned the Blue Eye Shining on me on Wheeled Goat, and I think I just outed it with like a trap card or something. So
how do you summon that?
You have to tribute Blue Eye's Ultimate Dragon.
Well, that's simple enough.
Yeah, so but it does have a negate effect, which is actually pretty cool for like how old it is. But
True.
I don't even remember what I did. It was like a 1 card out for like the craziest summon ever. So it was kind of sad.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Though it was cool to see it come down.
Back to the price, huh?
Yeah, back to the price, your final answer. If you get within 20%, you can get 20 points. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, no one has hit 20 points yet. So
I'm doing well.
I think you're actually right in the range of everybody right now. And if you do really well here, you could be number 1.
The problem is that I think this card is really expensive. Because something about Retro Pack, I don't know what it is about Retro Pack, but these cards I think are really expensive.
Here's the good side of expensive is you have a wider range.
That's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, you're 20% or 30%. I mean, you have more euro to work with.
The lowest I'll say on this one, like the lower end of my range, just in my head right now, is 150. But the upper end of my range goes upward of like crazy amounts, like 400 or something. Which
Okay.
I'm thinking if like, maybe I'm mixing it up with another retro pack, but there is one retro pack where the stuff is like stupidly expensive.
Okay.
I'm talking like the Light and Darkness Dragon one. Is this
That's
this
that
retro
one.
pack?
This is that one.
Is this one? Okay.
Uh-huh. Same set.
I don't know what the reason is for that set to be so expensive, but I have looked into that Light and Darkness Dragon one, and when I did that, I went ahead and bought the other secret rare one.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
You just passed on that one, yeah.
All right, range 150 to 400. Let me meet somewhere in the middle.
You said stupidly expensive, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I'm too low.
That's all I gotta say. That's your last hint.
I'm probably too low. If this hint does not mean I'm too low, that was a mean hint. I'm just saying. The
That's
comments
all
are
I
gonna
gotta
be
say.
mad
I
at
got
you.
nothing else. I got nothing else for you.
All right. I'm gonna hit you with a 420.
420 euros
Yes.
is your final answer.
Yes.
Joshua Schmidt, 18 points so far.
Come
You've
on,
done pretty
please.
well. I mean, you've been around with everybody else. You've been kind of, the price hasn't been your strong suit. Everything else, you've been
No.
really good at everything else, honestly. That's most of your points. Well, that is going to continue right now.
Oh,
But
man.
I gave you a tough one. And if you are not familiar with how Retro Pack 2 Shining Dragon price goes, then you would never guess. You would never guess this card could be this expensive. $420, I mean, people would be snapping them up left and right. Because this
really?
card is 1,300 euro.
I was never gonna get close to that.
It's a crazy card. And this one is... There's a couple of listings around here, and TCG is kind of the same. If you go for like sales, it's a little bit, it's hard to find sales of this, like in general.
Okay.
So it's kind of a weird one where it's like really tough to tell what it would actually sell for. But either way, 420. Unfortunately, you weren't going to be close enough. But
No, I had no chance to begin with, though, to be honest. Like that, even if I had a lifeline and I asked you, like, I would have asked you like higher or lower on 350 or something.
yeah, I'd be like higher. You'd be like, okay, 420.
I would have never gone this high. Nah, there's no way.
Yeah, this is one of those cards that's just straight up like, it got really expensive randomly because like the set was sort of a weird release, and then it just never came down. Like it's always been expensive since then.
Is there any specific reason as to why Retro Pack 2 is like the one where everything is so? Because I don't think it applies to Retro Pack 1, right?
Well,
like
Retro
they
Pack
have
1
expensive cards.
was really expensive as well, it just didn't really have the same iconic cards like Blue Eyes Shining, Light and Darkness Dragon, Dragon Master Knight, all that kind of stuff. Retro Pack 1 was kind of like Amazon-ish Chain Master, I guess Cyber Harpy Lady is pretty big, but so it was a little bit different. That one was only released in Europe until, of course, last year. And then Retro Pack 2, I think they did something where it was like a sort of limited release, but it was released in North America. So it's just kind of a weird set, and people think maybe it'll get reprinted because Retro Pack 1 did. So that would be interesting to see what happens with this, you know, the price and stuff if that ever happens. But
it'll drop to exactly 420.
To 420, and then we'll come back and we'll give you 4 points for that.
Yep.
So, all right, but overall, look, 18 points is not bad. I think from what I remember, I think it was like somewhere everyone was around 17, 18, 19. So
that's all right.
You did
considering
pretty decent.
I basically played without the price category. It's all right.
Yeah, it's considering you only got 2 points out of the possible like 20 out of there. I mean, you did pretty good, actually. I mean, that's 16.
I will say that is very on brand. The people from my Twitch chat will find that very funny.
The funny thing is, like, you killed it last time. I feel like you did really good on the prices, and it was only prices. But now when I bring in other stuff, you're good at that, but not good at the prices.
That's why I was looking forward to this one more, because I knew the other stuff was going to be like fun for me to remember, and I would be able to remember most of it.
Overall, a respectable performance. Joshua, thanks for letting us bring the series back. If you guys want to see it again, let me know in the comments. Make sure to shout him out, because otherwise this series would be completely dead. This was a fun time, and hopefully I'll see you in some other collabs in the future. You got anything else you want to say?
No, it was fun. I had a good time. Always fun to dabble in some nostalgia. Hope people enjoy it. Hope the series comes back. I always enjoyed watching it. So yeah, hope this one goes well.
All right, we might bring it back. We'll have to see. So Joshua, thanks again. Guys, go check out his Twitch channel / YouTube channel. Give him a follow if you guys want to see some serious Yu-Gi-Oh content, grinding through the Master Duel Cups or whatever you're doing over there, all that crazy stuff. So go check him out, guys. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Shout out to Tone Fo Show, Nestor Deanna, America Deutscher, Brandon Cheney, Matthew Miller, Omer Toom, Ian Musa, Junior Barding, Robert F., and Shangalang. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.